Hello there, this is Chris, and this is another video on how I do my finished mounting of a panel in UD-11. So this video will be focused on actually touching up all the new text lines, all the new frames and balloons that I have edited. So this is the old balloon, this is the old text, this is the old frame. But now we just want to replace them with others. And I also simply want to remind you that this is a presentation brought to you by this project here, the Unlimited Danger Project. So we have 987 degrees centigrade, which is season 1 and episode 1. So this is a science fiction, action, thriller genre, and this is Barry Riley here, the obnoxious or arrogant space captain who has a tendency to always be sort of placed into danger and action and thrilling storylines and all that, and a lot of heat in this issue. So we have 987 degrees centigrade, and it's going to be very exciting. Alright, so back to Photoshop here, and now we are going to actually start fixing everything together here. So let's start with the frame. So we have pasted the frame here in a not downscaled version, but now we want to downscale it to the right size. And what is the right size? Well, we want to come down to this height, the height of the row rect. So we already know that our rectangle for the whole row, regardless of how many panels we have in each row, so the height is always the same, if nothing extraordinary big is happening on the page, but it usually is this height. Okay, so now I'm hitting V for the move tool, and I'm selecting the frame, which I'm going to downsize, and I'm keeping shift down, and so that I can do a proportional rescaling. So shift down, go down a little more. Let's see, we have beginning to a note that I'm not committing until I'm reasonably sure that, because I don't want to do this more than once. So I want to downscale only once. It's not that I do it in steps, that I commit once and then correct a little more and then commit and like that. I only commit once, and if the commit isn't working, then I revert. Then I could use Ctrl Z to go back to the bigger scale and then do the downscaling again. Then I try another one. So So here, as you can see, the upper, I haven't committed yet. The upper here is a little too much here, perhaps. And then we get a lot here, so I'm see if this works. Maybe maybe one more step here. And note also that the preview that Photoshop shows is not always exact. So even if it looks good before committing, it may not actually look like that afterwards. So it's a little it may succeed and it may not succeed. So it's I think it's actually pretty good. We have a little down there and we have a little up, as I usually do it, and the same here. We have a little under the line, under the red line. We have a little above there, so I think that's good enough. So height-wise, we are okay. Alright, so the next step is we actually have to do a frame for it, but before we do that, we have to position it in the horizontal dimension as well. So I bring up the old frame here. Let's solo it by keeping Alt down and clicking on the icon here. So this is the old frame, and I just want to position my new one exactly above, but now I can't see it. So I have to make it 50% opaque by F7, which is my own short command, which is very handy. And then I want to bring back a full opacity, F8. So F7 50%, F8 100%. So okay, so now I have the actual precision. So if I zoom out, Control minus, you can see that it's placed like that. It doesn't really matter where it is placed, as long as its height is good, because we're going to later on copy it to another place to paste it with all the other rows on, or with all the other panels on this row. But in this document it's alone. It's okay, so we Control ++ here and save. So we have the frame position is now perfect, and now we're going to I keep Control down and select this one, and I'm merging with the white background here. So frame A, merge, okay, so white back, and I'm also going to erase the inside like that, and then we'll take the magic eraser, which I have on my N key, like in News or Newton, and then I'm clicking inside to get my window, so to speak. Alright, so now I can also remove the row rect up here, take away that, so we can establish the blackness of the frame. So we can see it like that. So, and now we can view the merged line art through that whole And the question is, we may actually want to move it a little bit. So let's see how much of the colors do we have here. Let's go solo on the colors. So we have little. We can actually redo this up here to get her hair a little. Let's try that. Or we can do like this. Let's V tool, and I'm keeping shift down now, so I'm counting. So 1, 2, and then I'm of course taking away the old frame here. So if I go out like that, I think that's better. All right, let's take it like that instead. And so what I want to do now, if I zoom out, Control minus, we can see here that there is that we need to just reapply some new white here again, and so we do another Control Alt E here, and I'm just copying the title, and I'm doing my magic eraser again, and I Control plus plus. So and now I can just remove that V tool, and then we are back where we want. That looks good. So the frame is established, and so now we should do the text perhaps, or we should do the, okay, we can do the outline first, of course. So let's take away the colors to see better. And we are sorry about that. Let's see, we're going to do some I'm going to just double check with the detailed rows on row B here that the position of the balloon, it should be on the right, it should be right line, as you can see here. So it should be like that. Okay, good. So right align, so we should actually use this one here, and we should unlock it with F10, my own special unlock command. And I zoom in now twice, and I'm scrolling in the horizontal direction, and then we're just almost, well, it's pretty good like that. Zoom out by Control minus. And now I'm actually placing, we're going to now use these lines here to get the right height of the real balloon. So this is here, but it's not downscaled, so I'm keeping shift down, and I'm around 1. Oh, it's not so bad. And maybe a little more, actually. I think that's not so bad. Yeah, okay, let's commit there. Okay, and I'm scrolling by dragging, keeping shift down, right arrow, and a few right arrows. That. Okay, so we have a balloon, and what we now want is the text. But I want to just use the text coverage here. And the text lines are here, and I'm making them visible, and I'm using V for the move tool, but I don't get any transform controls here. So I'm trying to, I'm now see if I can reveal this by first pressing M for the marquee tool and then again V for the move tool, and now they come. So that's one trick I'm trying to, if I try to reinstate the handles, it's to use the MV, Marcus Veronica, key pressing. Alright, so now let's keep shift down and try to, and then control plus again perhaps, and we use the shift see we can get up something like there to this. I'm using shift down arrow, shift up arrow, maybe a little bigger. Something like that. I'm committing, and we are always keeping our fingers crossed that they actually will fit with the balloon. Let's see, let's go to the this one. Alright, so we are right aligning it to this green line here, so we have always space here, and now we can remove the text coverage balloon, and now we're going to reinstate the balloon. And what else are we going to do? We're going to add a left outline. Left outline here. And we're going to move it. Shift left arrow. And I'm going to use Control K to reverse it or to invert it. That. And we can now, and I can now fine adjust so we can center it nicely. Text lines, a few, something like that. Maybe even, well, something like Okay. And now we can take away all the guides. We can bring it up, and we can put on the colors. To see how it... Oh, okay, and now we see, of course, that I forgot to fix the balloon. And I'm going to take the N as in Noah to get the magic eraser, and I click once on the white there to fix the balloon so it's nice. So this is basically panel B2 on page 3 of UD-11 is now basically complete. So this was a presentation for 987 degrees centigrade, and this is Unlimited Danger, Season 1, Episode 1. I hope you had a good time, and if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please do some scribbling down in the commenting section, and I'm hoping you will have a great day. See you in the next episode.